Kumusta ka mo? Hi, it's Viktoria Vox. Now we know that friends and celebrities have same-sex relationships, but there's actually more. Some people aren't just in a certain relationship because they want to be with their partner, but also because they're in a type of relationship or union that works for them. Kisa, wala man sa plano. But we end up finding ourselves in a situation that may be unusual, but it's not bad at all. Maybe it won't work for others, but if it works for you and everyone involved is happy, then it's fine, right? In this video, we're going to talk about other types of unconventional relationships and why you should know about them. Let's start with what everyone knows, monogamy. Now, you can only be with one person in your lifetime. Isa lang gid ka partner. Kamo lang gid nga duwa sang partner mo. 1 + 1. That's it. You get one partner that you're tied down with forever. It's the happily ever after that our traditional families expect from us. Next is monogamish. Yep, you heard that right. Monogamish. Married ka mo or exclusive ka mo sa partner mo. Pero ginaistoryahan nyo man, kung ginadesisyonan nyo nga, pwede ka mo ka-sex sa ibang nga tao. So 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. Amo nang monogamish. It's when a couple is exclusively romantically attached to each other, and they also agree to have sexual relationships outside their marriage or relationship. It could also be called as an open relationship because relationships outside of the primary relationship is off the table. It's not traditional, it's just a different happily ever after. This is proof that you can be with someone, yet you can be sexually attracted to other people without ruining your relationship. A polyamory relationship is where both partners share multiple partners. Or may ada sila mga partners nga wala nila gina-share sa isa kag isa. It's another happily ever after, but with more partners. Having more than 2 partners in one relationship at the same time is called polyfidelity. They can be emotionally or sexually involved, or both. They're almost monogamous, but they have more than one partner in the relationship. So in a certain period, people in a polyfidelity relationship are exclusive to each other within that circle, or within a heart, if you drew a shape around them. All these relationships have one thing in common: love. And it's all about love, desire, passion, pleasure. The problem is you don't know what else you want when you aren't presented with all the options, that they don't have to be with one person for the rest of their lives, that you don't have to compromise unless you want to make that relationship last. The problem is some of us are scared to want the unconventional and keep it like a dirty little secret. The secret that is we want more than what we have. The problem is that some people know that they don't want to settle in the relationship they're in, but they choose not to talk about it to their partners. Another problem is when partners know that their partners aren't happy, but they can't be bothered to ask or listen to what they want. The problem is that monogamy has been pushed so hard down our throats that it makes us reject our humanity, our desires, our needs, our pleasures. What if you want more than that? Love is not something you control or put in a box or restrict in a relationship. You can love someone romantically. You can love someone sexually. You can love someone as a friend. You can love someone because they make art that speaks to your soul. It's all about love. Now, what if you find love in bonds you have with other people? Attraction is not something you can deny yourself. Bisan may migo ka na o kung nasawa, pwede ka ganyan maka-attract sa iban o kung ma-attract sa iban nga tao. And there's nothing wrong about that. Although, decisions such as this should be a conversation. Don't just assume that since this is what you want, this is what you'll get. There would most likely be a compromise, hence a conversation. The question is, Kabalo ka sang gusto mo? Kaintindi ka sang nabatsyag mo? Are you willing to own up to your actions? May guts ka nga tindugan ang gingusto mo or gusto mo matabo? Are you okay in your relationship? Do you feel lost in it? Are you compromising your own desire and happiness? Do you feel sexually connected to your partner? Do you always find the need to know who your partner is with or where your partner is? Yes to all those? You might just find yourself saying, I didn't sign up for this. Staying in it just because you feel like you're in on it so deep sounds like a lost connection. When there's lack of connection, personal freedom, individuality, and love languages in a relationship, partners tend to look the other way. Selos ka nga selos, pero balaan mo man nga may iban nga gusto ng imong partner, di kong istoryahan nyo, bi. May ara, maya nga wala ka prangka nga gusto ya gali sang iban nga sexual relations. When you start living two lives while still together, without communicating your needs and wants, who suffers? You know, it doesn't matter who cheats first. It doesn't matter who broke up with whom. Communication matters. And not talking about your relationship could lead to betrayals and painful changes happening right before your eyes. Adipagid, you know, it's possible to love another person outside of the relationship and still love the person you're in a relationship with. And because what society tells you, you kind of feel ashamed that you feel that way? Well, for one, it's because you were taught that monogamy is the only relationship. Amo na nga daw na huya ka o nahadlo ka magsugid sang tuod. Society says that monogamy is the norm. But is it really for everyone? Some people are even forced into relationships. Some don't have any other choice. And a lot of people still don't know that there are other types of relationships because their culture or the lack of education prevents them from seeing options. So what do you do? If you feel like you want a different kind of relationship, know what you want. Honestly, this just saves time. Let's say if nothing stops you from choosing, what kind of relationship do you believe is meant for you? Speak. You have to sit down with them and talk privately, in a place with no distractions. You're doing this for clarity, for your own peace of mind. So you don't get to spend one more minute wondering what the other person wants. Be open to your partner's wants. Every single thing is not just about you. What your partner wants matters just as much. Think about what they want. Think about what matters. Talk about what's important to each of you and what's best for everyone. A relationship is not a solo show. It takes everyone in a relationship to make it work. Listen. Don't speak just to respond. Just please listen. You must try to understand where they're coming from. Basi iya gusto mo man sang klaseng arrangement na gusto nila, or basi iya lain gusto mo. Communication isn't just about speaking. It's also about listening. Most likely you'll get hurt if they tell you that they like someone else. But to be honest and real, hindi mo na iya ma-demand sa isa katawo nga ikaw lang palang gaon niya kung hindi. Iya mo na nabatyagan niya. It's also possible nga hindi lang ikaw maluyagan niya. Hindi lang ikaw ang panumdumon niya, hindi lang ikaw ang madayunan niya. So, depende na sa kung ano gusto mo People may not approve of your choices, but hey, you don't need their approval. If they don't agree with you and you're bothered about it, ask yourself, am I here to be agreeable or to be happy? Siyempre, mahambal naman ang ibanda nga sala ni or muni dapat. Labot mo na yan nila, ya. Pilito nyo na lang gidalawas nyo yung kamo lang gid nga duwaya. Kaya kung gusto nyo bing nga duwa nga may iba pa ka mga partners, then talk about it. Let go of what other people might think of you. What's important is both your happiness and what you both want. If you both want the same thing, but the society says it's not good for you, or that's wrong, just follow your heart. Just follow you. Follow both your happiness. Sinuara sa isa ka relationship, kamo nga duha o kun ang society? Kamo nga duha o kun ang pamilya mo? Kamo nga duha ang may desisyon kung ano nga klase nga relasyon ang gusto nyo para sa isa kag isa o kun para sa inyo nga duha. When you're monogamous, you're normal. But when you break out of that mold, you're deviant. People get weirded out or confused about couples who aren't normally just being monogamous. But you know, we are so capable of giving love and pleasure, hindi lang para sa isa katao. There is so much more to learn about ourselves and what we want. Some desires aren't permanent. You might find yourself wanting another person besides your partner. You might want a different kind of relationship. Just remember this. You don't have to be married or monogamous to be in a meaningful relationship. You also don't need to have many partners to be happy. You deserve to choose, and you know your choices. In the end, it's all up to you. It's about who you love and the people who love you and want the same things as you. This is the 34th episode of this Makeup Therapy series, and if you like content such as this, please hit the like, the share, comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification bell right down there. Bye!